Hi, I'm Annie, and welcome to A Gorgeous and Graceful Life, the podcast for women who love a little sparkle but crave a little something deeper. Here, we talk faith, rest, purpose, and real life with joy, honesty, and grace. No pressure to be perfect, no hustle needed to get into heaven. Just beautiful weekly reminders that God is already at work in your gorgeous life. So take a breath, grab your coffee, and make yourself right at home. Hey, gorgeous, and welcome to episode 9 of the Gorgeous and Graceful Life podcast. I'm Annie, your host, and I'm so excited you tuned in to today's episode. Now, last week, I had a very adventurous week, and it was full of confetti. And when I say confetti, it's my sparkly and positive way of saying there were some surprises, and my life was lifing, y'all. It all started with my car demanding some mechanical attention, and that catapulted me into rearranging scheduled events and activities and so forth. But what I caught myself doing in the midst of all of that was a lot of worrying that really wasn't solving anything. And I know we've all been there. We can just all get really worried about something that hasn't even occurred. Or we can overthink a small thing into a big thing, and then that starts to feel bigger than us. And what's funny is that most of the time, whatever we are worried about doesn't even occur at all. What's even more interesting is that we also often worry about what will go wrong instead of the what could go right. This is the difference between worry and wonder. Because we are navigating this gorgeous and graceful life together, I thought it would be a really good idea if we all learned how to wonder more and worry less. Now, let me define wonder. So the Oxford Dictionary describes wonder as a feeling of surprise, mingled with admiration caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable. Doesn't worrying sound just a little bit like a better option than worrying? I know. So today I wanted to share with you 5 wonderful ways on how to increase your wonder and decrease your worry by using the who, what, when, where, and why method. And friend, don't worry, I'll be using it right along with you. So number 1, let your mind wonder about who. Who controls everything? God does. We don't have to worry because of who is in control. The same God that created the sunsets, parted seas, and placed purpose in your heart is holding your future. God is the author of our story, and He is 100% faithful to us. Whatever situation you are in, you are not navigating it alone. You are always being guided, protected, and deeply loved. So who will provide your answer or solution? God will. That's who. Number 2, let your mind wonder about the what. Wonder about how things will turn out wonderfully. Worry may feel productive at the moment, but it doesn't solve tomorrow's problems. It only steals today's joy and peace. You can easily miss today's blessings if you worry about tomorrow. There's a verse in the Bible found in Matthew 6:34 that says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." So what will you worry about? Nothing, because we've already been instructed not to. Number 3, let your mind wonder about when. When you begin to have uncertainty or any anxiety, let your mind wonder about all the times before when you experienced goodness and miracles in the past. If you're worrying about when something will be resolved, trust that it will be when God knows it will be best for you. You will get the promotion when God knows it's best for you. You will find your soulmate when God connects you with the right person for you. You will win the lottery when God knows you are ready to receive that level of abundance. In the meantime, while you are waiting, just wonder and visualize how good it will feel when you receive whatever blessing or miracle you are waiting for. Number 4, let your mind wonder about where. So you're probably thinking, hey, Annie, where do I put my worries? Well, you are going to give them to God. You've heard the saying, let go and let God. And that's exactly what that means. God knows that we are human and we can't just go, ta-da, and all our worries will disappear. We need to do something with them. So we are instructed to give our anxieties and our worries to God. In Peter 5:7, it says to cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. In other words, he is going to hold the weight for us while the situation is being worked out. I wanted to give you a way to fully understand this concept, and so give me a little grace as I try to explain it as best as I can. First, the word cast means to throw out into the water. Now imagine someone that throws their fishing line out into the water. Or if you've ever thrown rocks or skipped rocks into a lake. Or did any of you ever egg someone's house as a teenager? I'm not confessing. And anyways, if I was, don't worry, my sins have been forgiven. But that is essentially that type of force and intentionality as to how we are to give our worries to God. And then once we do that, he'll carry them for us. And to give you more of a visual of what that looks like when God carries our worries for us, think of when you see a parent walking their child to school and the parent is holding their child's hand, but yet they're also carrying their child's backpack for them. That is how it is when God carries our worries and our troubles for us. And there's no limit as to how much we can have him carry for us because that is how much he cares for us. It's important to note, though, that God didn't say, cast your cares at Jessica or anyone else who comes into contact with you on Thursday. No, no, no. He said, cast it all on him. So let go and let your mind wonder about the magical things that God can and will do for you in any situation. Number 5, let your mind wonder about the why. You can release worry because why? You were not created and designed to carry the weight of the world, friend. You were created to walk gorgeously, gracefully, and faithfully in your assignment. God never asked you to be in control. God asked you to trust him, and trust carries less weight than fear. Choosing trust will feel like you're exhaling, while choosing fear will feel like you're holding your breath. You can always choose to worry or wonder, but friend, I guarantee it will be much more enjoyable to just wonder instead. So remember, who's in control, what you'll miss out on if you worry, and that everything will work out when God knows it's best for you, where to cast your worries and anxieties, and why trust will solve more for you than fear ever would. Now, before I go, you know I got to leave you with your gorgeous and graceful life weekly challenge. Are you ready for this one? All right, grab a sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11. Write down all your worries and anxieties on it. And yes, if you need to, you can use the back. Once you are done, you're going to ball that sheet of paper up so that it looks like a baseball. Then you are going to find the nearest or biggest trash can that you can find. Before you toss it, you are going to stop and visualize casting all your worries and your anxieties over to God. And then you're going to toss it in the trash can, and then you're going to relax while God does all his magic. Because why? He cares for you. Remember, God's got you. He always has, and he always will. Until next time, live gorgeously, walk gracefully, and joy will find you.